Alrighty guys, as you came in the Dragon Ball Legends TOP walkthrough video, this is going to be part 1 and 2 for the standard edition. If you guys are looking for the pocket edition, it will be linked in the description down below. So this is the team we're going to be running right here. Friendship rank is kind of dookie, right? It's really bad. I had to work on literally everyone's friendship rank. But if you're in the same position as me and you're like, well, my friendship rank is also all over the place, maybe even at ones, definitely would recommend getting your boost units up, right? So Kaba's a boost unit, this guy's a boost unit, this guy's a boost unit, and then of course the Frieza's a boost unit. This is the only guy that I have at friendship rank 10. And just in case you guys do need replacements for this team, I'm going to go ahead and put up the graphic side by side next to my screen right here so you guys can go ahead and pick and choose. There are not a lot of options for Z tier replacements. It's pretty much just S tier replacements, and I do have a little bit of extra boost here, right? So on the actual graphic, there's the green topo there. He's granting you a stun. He's a C tier unit. I actually ended up kicking him off in favor of getting that green Kaba on here, who's giving me blast based debuffs for the enemy team, and that way I can just get a little bit extra boost. I'm just scared, a little paranoid. Maybe it's unnecessary, but I do want a little bit extra boost, just that way I can maintain and secure a consistent stream of 1000 juicy CC into my inbox. If you don't have Kaba, and a lot of you guys might not have Kaba since he's like the latest release, then just throw in Bergamo instead. Bergamo, he's great too. He's gonna be one of your red units, and then he's also the HPZ ability buffer, right? And make sure you guys do put on your equipment right here. Make sure everyone's set to blast. I think everyone on this team defaults blast anyways. Just double check. And another thing before we start too is that we do have our key restore speed kind of guide. I don't think it's going to be that accurate to actually what we're going to see here, is just because of the fact that Kaba is messing with our key recovery, right? Because of the fact that he has such a wide range. He's covering 6 boxes, so pretty much everyone's going to be affected by it, but not all the time, right? Depending on what tiles we slide every unit on, depending on what debuffs are going to be in range. But at the start of the second turn, he's giving 20% to key recovery for allies in range, just for 1 turn, right? And it's including himself. So with that being said, first fight is going to be to the right of us, 5-fist difficulty. It is against this double stunning fight. All right, so this is going to be the team formation for this fight right here. So we're going to put Dispel on backup, and we're going to put Jiren on backup just because of the double yellows, right? This is a very easy fight to have, no worries whatsoever. Topo's going to be nice here too because he's going to be buffing up our critical rate damage. First unit I'm going to go for is, of course, going to be the Whis and then the Beerus. Ideally, if we get both of those units out in turn 1, that would be absolutely huge for us. And then we're going to go for the Piccolo since he does get that blue card on turn 3. And then as for the rest of them, you can go in whatever order that you please, right? So we're just going to go ahead and do this. All right, so super easy fight right there, right? Nothing to worry about whatsoever. We got both of the stunners out in turn 1, which is huge. Next is going to be to the right of us, 4-fist difficulty fight against Saiyan Saga. So this is the team formation I'm going to use right here. Remember, I always want to have this Frieza on the golden tile, so we will break team formation, right? So this guy, I know he's not going to be getting all his stuff, his full range. He wants to be right here, but I want him to be here more. He's still getting full range of Kaba though, so that's more than okay. As for attack order though, I'm going to go for the Piccolo first, and then I'm going to go for double reds, the Tien, the Yamcha, and then the Gohan at the end. Another easy fight. Honestly, what I should have done there though is I should have went for the triple reds instead of doing the double reds and then going to the Tien, just because of the fact that after turn 1 my yellow Frieza completely falls off and is like the slowest unit, right? Because he drops down all the way to 2,371 key restore. And next is above us, 4-fist difficulty fight against Future. All right, so this is the team formation we're going to use right here. So I don't think that's that big of a deal to have his key restore speed. The only thing that sucks here is that we are going to burn some super attacks, right? Like the MVP 17 super attack, but it's okay. So attack order, I'm going to go for this Trunks first, since our green and our yellow is going to attack first, right? And then after that, we'll go for the tag droids. Remember that blue Trunks will get a super attack every time a Gohan unit dies. That's why we do have him as a high priority unit. And then we're going to go for the future Gohan. He does have a blast cover change for the tag Gohan Trunks, and that's who we're going to target afterwards. That's why we're just going for him first. Then we're going to go for the free-to-play Trunks, and then the EX future Gohan at the end. All right, another easy fight right there. Wasted a lot of super attacks. Only thing unfortunate about that. Next is to the left of us, 3-fist difficulty fight. All right, so this is the team formation we're going to use right here. We'll just put the greens on backup. I don't really think it matters that much. This is a very easy fight, right? We'll save that super attack though, although it's not going to make that much of a difference if we use it or not. But one thing that I will say is that 14 is debuffing this bottom row. If you're running 17 like me, this guy doesn't really care about those debuffs, right? The only one that would be getting debuffed if we put them all along this row would be this Kaba, just because he's the only one not in range of the Super 17. So we're going to go for Amon first. He does have a blast cover for Tao. It's the only cover change here, I believe. And then we're going to go for the free-to-play Bulma. And then we can go for the 14, and then the Chi-Chi, Tao, and Zarbon. Again, super easy fight. 3-fist difficulty on top. You guys should you guys can do this one auto, basically. Next is to the right of us, 5 is difficulty fight. This one actually gave me some difficulties last season, right? Not in terms of just, oh, this was a really hard fight, but it was just tanky. It was annoying. All right, so this is the team formation we're going to use right here. We're going to take out 1 yellow and one of our greens right here. Unfortunately, we do want 17 right here, especially since there's a stun on board because of that red Frieza. But we need that. We need that ultimate right there. First unit I'm going to take out here is going to be the tag unit, and then we're going to go for the LF Broly, and then into the green Broly, and from there it's pretty easy. You just go for double reds into the Goku at the end just because he's the tankiest unit. Alright, so pretty easy, honestly. Even at the 5 difficulty and so the extra durability on the team, we did really good there, 1.4 mil. Next is to the left of us, 3 difficulty fight against some girls. Alright, so this is what we're going to use right here. I know there's double greens. Typically I want to take out a blue unit here, but there's a lot of debuffs coming out from their team that are like just board general debuffs. So I kind of want the MVP on here just to get rid of those, you know what I mean? So Videl, the green Videl has a strike cover for the launch. Fasha is stunning with her blast card. And then the Bulma, the purple Bulma has a strike cover change for everyone except for the blue Fasha. For targeting, I am going to go for the blue Fasha first. I kind of want to just get it out of the way before she gets a chance to even hit us with her blast card and stun us, right? And then we're going to go for the Videl. And after that, we can go for the Vados, the launch, the Bulma, and Zanya at the end. All right, pretty easy right there. The first difficulty, again, kind of can just turn your brain off for that. Next is to the left of us, 4 difficulty fight against Future again. All right, so this is the team formation we're going to use right here. Backup member Topo and then Jiren. I know it looks a little funky on the actual board. If you guys know me, you guys know I really like taking advantage of the special move gauge charge rate ups. That way we can just build up a lot of super attacks. And we're pretty much going to use the same attack orders last time. So we're going to go for this guy first, and then we're going to go for the tag droids, and then we're going to go for the future Gohan, who has a blast cover for this guy. And then we're going to go for the yellow Trunks into the EX at the end. All right, so we are chilling, bro. Again, another easy fight. Next, you have 2 options. You can go for this really easy fight right here. So basically, your high priority is the Vegeta clan, this guy, because he's getting buffs every time his ally's dead. If you have Saiyans, Kefla has a buff against Saiyans, and then you just go for these 2, and then the Majin Vegeta last since he blows up on you. But since we're in just such a good position here, I think we go for the alternate fight to just secure some more points. And this is the team formation we're going to use right here. We're going to put double green on backup, and then, of course, Golden Frieza, Golden Tile, right? All right, so cover changes. Kid Goku typically has a strike cover. He's in range of no one, thankfully. Ader does have a strike cover for the Goku and for Tao. For our attack order, I do think we go for the DKP first, right, on turn 1, and then we go for double blues, right? And the only reason... I think, honestly, I think we should go for the Kid Goku after Ader, but because my Golden Frieza has that crazy fall off, on turn 2, I think this will work out for us, right? Maybe I'm just overthinking it, but we're going to do this, go for all the purples at the end. Again, I mean, we made that really easily out, so 1.2 million. I don't really think there's a lot of threats there. I forgot that I had Topo on the squad, though, so I probably should have just went DKP, Kid Goku, and then Ader, if I'm being real honest with you. Next is to the left of us, 4 difficulty fight. I don't know what this is. I genuinely don't know what this is. So this is the team formation we're going to use right here. We're going to take out a yellow, take out a blue. I'm not really worried about any debuffs here, so I'm comfortable with taking this guy out, right? We'll be A-okay. So cover changes. Purple Piccolo has a strike cover for Cooler. That's it. He is going to be our first target. I know we're going to waste our green Golden Frieza attack on him, but it's okay. I'm more than okay with that, actually. And then we're going to go ahead and start on the Oob, who has no damage support and is getting damage buffs on turn 2. Then after that, we can go for the middle Cooler. We can take out the reds in any order, and then I'm going to go for this guy last since he's going to absorb a Blast Arts. Again, I mean, this team is kind of just holding our hands, dude. I'm pretty sure I said that already, like in the guide video, that this team will hold your hand all the way to the end. 1.3 mil. Next is to the right of us, 3/5 difficulty. This is one of our labeled hard fights right here, but it's only at 3/5 difficulty, so I don't think we're going to have a tough time with it. This is kind of what I'm thinking of using right here, like put the boost characters on backup. I mean, of course, except for the Kaba. Kaba's a Zenkai character, right? If he takes some damage, he's going to eat it pretty good. Plus, we have him on the sustained damage cut tile. I think this is pretty solid right here. I was debating taking out the Kaba, but dude, I feel like he just hits so hard. I feel like he has like a lot of damage output here. Another thing too about this is that that middle row right here, it is going to be debuffed by the red Super Saiyan Blue EX Vegeta. Because of me having MVP 17, I can kind of ignore that if you don't have MVP 17 or someone that's canceling those buff effects. you might want to stray away from that area. So cover changes. Sword of Hope has a strike cover for the EX Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. Sweater Trunks has a universal cover for the EX Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, so don't go for that Vegeta first, right? Is basically what I'm telling you. Honestly, what I want to do here is I do want to go for the Sword of Hope first, then the Sweater Trunks, then the tag unit right there, right? And then I'm going to go for the EX Vegeta. We're going to go for the free-to-play and then the green at the end. Yeah, so I could see that fight being a little bit more of a nuisance at a 5-fist difficulty, but at the 3-fist, it's not really too much. We finished it before we even got to turn 4. Next is straight above us, 4-fist difficulty against Future again. I think this is the 3rd time we've encountered this. So, and this is the team formation we're going to use right here. Pretty similar to just what we've been using, right? I'm pretty sure we've just been keeping Jiren on backup for this one, and same thing with Topo. An attack order is not going to change at all, so we're going to go for this guy, the tag droids, the future Gohan, the tag units, Gohan and Trunks, this guy, and then this guy. Well, pretty chill fight, to be honest with you. I'm actually pretty happy about seeing that one. 1.4 million, got the full kill. Wasted super attacks. I actually have not been doing a good job of keeping track of those. Next is to the right of us, 5-fist difficulty fight. Oh, easy peasy fight right here. So this is the team formation I am going to use right here. I'm not going to be able to take advantage of these. And the positioning where the yellow or the golden tile is at sucks, bro. Because Kaba, this is Kaba's ideal spot to cover my whole team, bro. So I'm going to have to force him over here. He's only going to be covering 4 spots, so these guys are not going to get the key restores, speed deep, or buffs, so they're probably going to be super slow. That's what I imagine, or at least slower than the rest of these guys. So attack order, I'm going to go for the tag unit first, of course, then we're going to go for this guy because he's getting stronger every time we kill one of his allies. Then we're going to go for the Kefla because she does have a buff against Saiyans. I do have Kaba on the team. And then we can go ahead and go for the Shellet, the Goku, and then MB at the end. All right, we're chilling right there. 5-fist difficulty, no worries whatsoever, 1.6 million. We actually... we're kind of building up some super attacks right here. Not in time for the boss fight, though. And so, that being said, we have the Ultra Rose fight. This is the team formation we are going to be using right here. I'm going to take out Topa because of the double reds, and I am going to take out this guy because I only have him 6 stars, right? So he's a little bit squishy, and I know you kind of do want him below 50% so you can go ahead and get this stuff where he's, you know, getting his health back and he's inflicting these debuffs, but I'm afraid of him getting hit by that Rose blue card. So we're going to keep him on backup. Also, another thing to keep in mind is that the blue Zamasu is debuffing this bottom row. So we are staying away from that, especially since we're not bringing in the MVP 17. So attack order, I kind of do want to go for the blue Goku Black first because he has support, stuff like that. And then we can go for the Ultra Rose, this red Goku Black, the corrupted Zamasu, this green Zamasu, and then the blue Zamasu at the end. Hopefully this works out for us. Hopefully we don't just get folded right here. That'd be very unfortunate. We've had a good run so far. All right, so in terms of who took the super attack, it was Kaba. The red Kaba, and actually he kind of took it like a champ. Look at his HP. I was worried that Dispo was going to take it, and you know, it just... The only unit on my team that's faster than that Rose is the green Golden Frieza, at least on turn 1, right? Get to turn 3, right? Turn 2, turn 3, like, Kaba's up there. He might be being faster than him, but damn, bro, like, it's just it's scary to know you're going to get hit by a super attack, right? All right, so we're ending off the first half with 16.5 million. I think that's pretty damn solid, bro. I think that's really good for, I mean, we're going to have a terrible score right here because we're so late in the game. Yeah. Yikes, dude. 19,252. That's a screenshot right there, dude. But we're going to come back by the end of the season. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in part 2. Later.